I'm most excited about the GPS remote with built-in mic. Unboxing was pretty straightforward here. It comes with a couple of accessories, including a watch strap. You've got a clip, so if you wanted to wrap this around a selfie stick, you can. You have a couple of these rubber bands for sizes to wrap around a selfie stick if you wanted to use this as a clip like that. Otherwise, you do have a mount here that is the same as the standard when it comes to microphones, like your DJI, your Rode. So this is the size of a cold shoe mount. You can have it fit in here just like that. And then if you wanted to put a little windscreen on it and have this as your mic, you can do that. This is a telescope, so it kind of stretches out if you want to do on the street kind of a shooting. Otherwise, this is an awesome option here to be able to mount, to be able to clip. You have an option here for a little wrist strap if you wanted to place this on your wrist while you're cycling, running, streaming. This is an awesome option here as well. It's got a nice sweat-free silicone band. Fits like an Apple Watch and fits just like that, no problem. Let's go ahead and turn it on for the first time. You press and hold power. You've got a couple of buttons here. This will activate it. And then we're gonna go ahead and pair it to the Insta360. We go to accessories, Bluetooth remote. It's searching. Let's hit retry. It actually tells the time, which is kind of fun. There's the preview remote and mic. Very simple to connect. Now it's gonna load data. It vibrates. We can do shooting mode, live image, camera and control, or you can do real-time audio monitoring if you want. We want to do shooting mode first. Now that we've got it set up, it's giving me an active display of the camera, which I think is fun. It shows you battery life. The screen does turn off quite a bit. You can go and do adjusting here, indicator light, display. I don't want it to turn off so fast. We'll have it auto sleep after 3 seconds. What's cool here is it's got AI noise reduction built in. We can turn it on to strong or normal. We've got the bit depth. I can change it to 32-bit float. We got voice control. We got gain indicators, local backup. Looks like there's 5 gigs built into it, which is cool. You can do some gestures here if you want. You can twist it to shoot. You can lock the screen. You can change some of the faces, and then you can open up whether you want to record audio, or you can set it up to where you just control the shooting mode. What's cool here is you can adjust pure video, single lens. You can do that all from your camera. So if you've mounted it, if you're using this to mount to your car, you can adjust this on the fly, which I think is great, instead of having to pull out your phone. From the app, the way to connect the remote to your phone, I disconnected from the X5 and then I put it into pairing mode, and now it picks it up. From here, we can update the firmware. It looks like we're at the latest version. We can update wallpaper if we'd like. I can put a picture of the family. From the display wallpaper, they have a bunch of recording wallpaper you can choose from. I'm going to choose my family. At the time of the video here, it doesn't have adaptive tone that can be toggled. As you can see, you can toggle it on the camera, but it's not showing up on my device, which is fine. But you can toggle HDR on and off. When you do that, you can see on the camera, it toggles it off. When you're not on the connected mode, you do have some kind of ease of access or lifestyle options. You can see the time, you can see your miles per hour, you've got a compass, obviously your settings. Okay, so this is a test for the GPS monitor. It apparently can go about 100 feet, and you can adjust the camera angle itself. I am getting a pretty good connection here. I'm probably at like 50 feet away, maybe 60. As I get further, I noticed that the microphone is not connected to the GPS unit. It actually only allows you to toggle either the screen or the microphone, which is unfortunate. But with that said, my camera for my phone, I'm laved up, so that's where the mic you're getting is. But I can still see for my 360 camera, it is still giving me a feed, but I'm having a hard time here adjusting the angle. So I think what it does is it saves the last like screenshot or image, and it kind of just stays there until it reconnects. But this is about, I'd say 80 to 100 feet. It's about where it's at. We're gonna go ahead and toggle over to the microphone now, and I'm gonna mic and see how far I can go. The mic's supposed to be able to go about 500 feet, so let's test that out. This is the second time I'm doing this video. I am now only connected via the microphone, and I have a cute little picture of my family here on the screen, but you can adjust when and how long the screen is on. I have it for a couple of minutes, so it'll turn off in a second here, but this is what the audio sounds like. I was trying to connect my phone and have it zoom up closer to me, but I'm having issues with, I think, the radio frequencies of these microphones. I think they're on the same frequency, and so they're interfering with each other, and I had to reset all of them. So I'm just going from the Insta360, and this apparently can go about 500 feet out, maybe 600 according to the specification. So I'm just going to go out and see if this still connects, and you guys are going to be the ones that are going to be able to hear if it turns off or not. So I'm just going to head out and walk. We're about 100 feet away. This is about the 100-foot mark, and so I'm going to go on my boat, and I'm going to see how far I can get. And I'm going to be the one to be able to determine if the microphone turns off or not, because what'll happen on the Insta360 is it should go silent. So it does have some AI wind cancellation. I do have the little rabbit's foot on there, and I've got that enabled, and so it's going to make it sound pretty buttery, apparently. This is the first test that I've done, so you guys are going to be the ones that hear it before I do, but I'm obviously going to be editing it. And I'm just going to keep talking about nonsense until it starts to cut out, and you'll see on screen that it will cut out. I'm probably 250 feet away. This is pretty far away out on the beach. I should be able to get on my boat now and hopefully I don't get run over by some of these jet skis and stuff. But I'm just out on my little boat here. I'm probably about 300 feet away now. And it's super shallow. I really could just walk, but why walk when you have a nice little floatable boat? We're about 350 feet. So I imagine this is about as far as it's going to go. So it's going to go out at any moment. Granted, no people stepped in front of the Insta360. This is probably a good 500 feet. So this is about as far as it can go. Maybe I'll go a little bit further, a little bit past the boats. I don't want to go much further just because it's going to be kind of open to a lot of these motor. And the last test, I don't even know if it worked. I went all the way down to that boat, and then I looked at my microphone, and it said it had disconnected. And then I came back to the camera, and the camera malfunctioned, and the camera said that there was an audio anomaly, which probably meant that because this disconnected, there's no more audio that was syncing to the camera, and so the camera auto shuts or auto stops. So that's unfortunate that it won't just keep rolling necessarily if it notices that there's a disconnect with the device. So be cognizant of that. I can't judge how far it is. They just say up to 500 feet. I'm not going to try it again, but this is what it sounds like. This is what the microphone sounds like. And you have the option to kind of step away from the camera, but the camera's a wide angle camera. And so moving further than this is going to get to you to about narrow, and that's going to be sufficient. It's going to get all grainy. And so and there is an option to have distance between you and the camera with this, but we're gonna avoid going all the way to the end because I already did this 3 times.